Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Bums Happy Hour presented by Jack's Place, 7000 West Southwest Highway in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. I've got Aaron, I've got Johnny, Joey P, and the man of the hour, the viral internet sensation, the bane of CHSN's existence, Dougie Freshness. What's up, everybody?
Stand up. Everybody stand up for him.
Everybody clap for Dougie.
Come on.
Everybody chat. We got a couple viewers already. First, Sam Reeves. Second, Little Yumper. Spag, smash that like. Everybody clap for Dougie. All right, we're going to get to your Ocean's 11 style caper at the United Center today. But before we do that, I want to actually, you know what? Let's start with that. Let's start with Dougie. Let me load up the video for those that don't know. I'll play a little video, and then Dougie, you could add context to that.
Okay. Can contribute in this way. I think we all have to rethink our expectations about this bull season. He is that big of a difference maker, potentially, even at 15, 20 minutes a night. Yeah. And don't tell him he's going to be at 15 minutes a night. He wants more.
That's fan-damn-tastic.
Hell yeah.
This was a you said it was an Ocean's 11 type moment, and it really was. It really was. There was so many moving parts, and it really just looks like, hey, you grab two signs and you put them up on TV. It was a lot more complicated than that. A1, as some of you may or may not know, because this thing's primarily only on satellite or on antenna, there is no pausing, there is no recording, there is no rewinding, there's nothing. So I was constantly on the phone with Peter, like, hey, are you in front of the TV? Are we ready to do this? All of a sudden, next thing you know, they go from one show to the other show, and there's a huge gap. And so now Peter's been recording for 5 minutes, has to start all over again. That whole debacle. Little backstory, though. So we had this idea between me and Peter a couple of days ago. It was during the Hawks opener, not the home opener. And we saw that they had that open and the fans were just walking by. And that night, Mary was at Jelly Roll. And I was like, I'm like, those are like people like going to the concert. I'm like, they're walking past. I'm like, if I have that much access to it, I'm like, we are going to use this somehow. And I think it was after the last Bumcast, me and Peter, we had a few, and we were just kind of like, this is what we're doing. Orchestrated this thing. And I was like, I knew I wanted to do something with, selling the team, but primarily I wanted the clown nose. I wanted the clown nose because I figured that thing would pop so well with that nice red cherry nose of his. And it did. So I made like 10 of them just in case, like somehow I drop the ball and it gets taken away. I wanted to make sure that I had enough of them. So I made enough of them. We got them in because they do check signs and stuff as you're walking in. We got them in through the diaper bag. So
nice.
Yeah. So Mary played her part. Sandy P and Mary were entertaining the kids. The next phase of this whole thing was Joey P like scouting out where is the best place to stand and get a great camera angle, because I don't want to be the guy like trying to figure this out, because then it looks suspicious. Like, why is this guy so focused on, trying to get on TV? So Joey P was doing all the recon work on that.
Joey P was the Matt Damon of the group in Ocean's 11.
Absolutely.
Just as handsome too.
Yeah. And so we figure all that out. He tells me, hey, dude, stand here. The only one thing that I didn't practice beforehand was they had all these TV monitors, so I could see what's going on, but everything's in reverse. So that's why I had trouble with the signs in trying to figure it out.
I noticed that right away because, like you mentioned, you told me I was going to be filming, and like you mentioned, there's no rewind, there's no fast forward, there's no pause. So I had my arms up for a good 5 minutes, and I'm like, my arms are getting tired. I don't work out anymore. Right. But then it was like, all right, it's go time. We talked over the phone and text. They were like, we're gonna do this. And then right when you put them up, I'm recording, and I don't want to make noise because I don't want to laugh or anything, and it come up on the video. But I could tell you were doing the bad weatherman bit where you didn't know which way to point. I do it all the time. We do like whiskey. Whenever I talk about whiskey reviews, and I'm like, this bottle here, and I mean, no, this bottle here. I could tell you were having trouble with the 2 pictures.
Yes, I was having trouble with the 2 pictures, and then also, this was my first shot out of the gates with a new person because they moved the chairs and everything like that. The guy before that was a much smaller guy, not as big of a head. So like when I put my, when I was on the phone with you and I'm talking with you, I'm like, holy shit, like this is it. And then, it like threw me for a loop, but then I'm like, you know what? I just got to do this. And they kept it on just long enough.
So
I mean, look at that size of that melon, dude.
Dude, David Hall, big ass head. The other thing,
oh my god,
we didn't talk about how long you were gonna do it if you were gonna do it again. So after you were done that first time, I kept recording for another 3 minutes, and then I was like, this guy's not coming back. So then I saved the video. I went back and watched. And like right after you put up the song, you were just like a fart in the wind. You disappeared like David Copperfield or something. Like I had no idea where you went.
So I am like, at this point, I see who the producer is, and I'm looking at the producer, and that's why you can't really tell that my eyes aren't really focused on like the camera, but I can see the red light on the camera, and I can see myself, but I'm looking at the producer. And as soon as the producer saw the clown come into frame, she was immediately like, no, like, and she's got eyes locked on me, and she gets a hold of a security guard that's inside of the place. Security guard radios the security guard that is like literally standing like maybe 5 feet away from me, and I can hear him saying like, wait, what? And like that, and I look at Joey P and I'm like, bye-bye, dude. I'm like, not a chance am I, not a chance am I going to get like kicked out of this game. I don't think I would, but then again, they're so petty.
You never know. You never know. It's a Jerry franchise.
This is Jerry's baby.
Or I mean, it's not a franchise, but it's Jerry's.
Jerry owned building.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Jerry cares more about this channel than anything he's ever cared about in his life. But it was awesome. We got away, we dipped, and I mean, it all worked out. I was even looking before the game, like, all right, what's the cheapest ticket on StubHub if I do get thrown out to buy a ticket and get back in? So there was a lot of recon work. It just didn't go boom happen. There was a lot of moving parts. It took a village, and thank you everybody.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off here, but
good.
I had no idea any of this was going to happen. And I got a call. I was at one of my friends. She's leaving for Boston for a job. So I was at an undisclosed location that me and Joey P went to last week. I was there, and Peter called me, and he usually doesn't call me. It's usually just through text. So I'm like, oh, this got to be important or this got to be stupid. But I'm going to answer the phone anyways, because it's either a question he has that is something from 20 years ago or whatever. But anyways, he calls me. He's like, hey, are you at home? I said, no. I was like, all right. And then I just texted him like, what's going on? And he still didn't reply back to me. So this was literally like a top secret thing that I would be like, he didn't want to even share to me. And we're family.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't top secret. It all happened within 5 minutes because there's no pause. There's no rewind. So I was like, I'm working with shitty antennas. We've complained about it ad nauseum on the Bumcast and things like that. If there's like a wind or a cloud or, something, and I go dark, like I wanted to have another camera on the TV. And I know Jason doesn't have the antenna set up already. So I called Johnny just in case you were home. And I was like, if you're home, record it. But as soon as I answered the phone and I could hear you're at a bar, I'm like, hang up. I'm like, I don't need to.
Never mind.
And then the other thing was like, I was worried about you calling me back, wanting to know what was going on. And I'm like, if Johnny calls me back, the video is going to cut off. Because I had it up and I didn't want to move anything. I forgot to put it on private mode. So like the video doesn't cut off.
Yeah.
It was, dude, literally, it was awesome for a good, like 8 seconds or whatever, 13 seconds the video is.
Yeah.
it took like a half hour of planning. We're like,
oh yeah.
And literally, standing in the atrium and watching it all and being part of it, there was a lot of anxiety. Like it was literally heart pumping, heart racing action while this whole thing went down.
Yeah. Well, so like Joey was saying, so like my whole thing is like I had to have them close enough to me, but not to be able to let anybody see what they were. And I didn't want to fold them because if I fold them, who knows? Like if I go like this and it just flips back up, then the whole moment's ruined. So yeah dude. I mean, dude, we ended up using one of Madison's school books and put all the pieces of paper inside the school book, inside the diaper bag. So yeah, so everybody had a little piece of the action.
Even Maddie was part of the heist. Dang.
Yeah,
start them young.
But yeah, no, but that producer was pissed. So if I do something again to like something of that nature.
When we do something,
when we do, it's gonna have to be like we're gonna.
Whoa, hold on! Let's not reveal it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say what I thought about doing already.
No,
we're gonna need people's help.
You're giving it away. Then you can't say nothing.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna give it away. Like, I bet all these producers gonna be looking at us. I mean, it'll probably be like trying to look for us.
All right. So last thing, because you mentioned the producers. What I didn't know about that setup, and it wasn't until the Blackhawks pregame show. There's a lot, not only the people on camera, and obviously like the cameraman and stuff, but there's a lot of people in and around that studio. Mm-hmm. Like they had like fans sitting in the bleachers. They had a bunch of people. It didn't come up when I recorded. Somebody laughed when you put the pictures up there. You could hear it. Yeah, I could hear somebody in that studio laugh. And it didn't come up on camera. Like that's where I wish it was like DVR or something where I could have like saved it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was awesome. I'm humbled. Like we're almost coming up on 50,000 views on that thing. You know, like I mean that's solid. You know, and I also got to say I always made fun of like thirst trap girls and stuff like that. You know what? I'm kind of addicted to the bookmarks too. I think we got like 20 bookmarks, man.
You want more bookmarks?
Shit, man. I mean, you know, I might pop out a titty next time, try and get a couple more. You know,
that's what I was gonna say. I didn't know. Like, did you actually show a little bit of nipple out of that jersey? Was there any nips?
I mean, you know? the options that I have going now inside my brain, like I was looking at the retweets and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But then once I got that first bookmark, I was like, oh.
What are you gonna do with that?
Somebody wants this forever. Okay.
That first,
I mean, it's probably some
it was
super big Jerry hater, but you know.
No, it was me. That was my.
Yeah.
Sam says we're too mainstream now to keep it hush hush. There's like 7 people watching this thing, Sam. We could. We could let.
I'm sorry. No, we can't chance it. We can't.
All right, we're not going to chance it, but I do have an idea, so we'll talk about it post show.
Yeah. Okay. I love it.
All right, we got I said in the pregame promo that it was a busy week in the land of the bums. A lot of like inside stories, a lot of fun stories. I'm going to get to all of those, but before that, we're going to play an ad for Jack's Place. The Bums Happy Hour is presented by Jack's Place. Located at 7000 West Southwest Highway, Jack's Place is the best little bar and slots lounge on the southwest side. Whether you're looking for a live music night, comedy night, or a Chicago Sports Bums event, Jack's Place is the place to be. $11 domestic buckets during Sox and Cubs game means it's the perfect place to watch a baseball game. Jack's Place is proudly female-owned and operated. Next time you're in the southwest suburbs, stop in at Jack's Place and tell them the Chicago Sports Bums sent you. All right, and just a reminder, Sunday, November 3rd at Jack's Place, 7000 West Southwest Highway. It's a doubleheader. Bears, Cardinals, 3 p.m. Hawks, Ducks, 7 p.m. I'm expecting 2 wins. It'll be my birthday, drink specials. We got some giveaways. We're giving away a Connor Bedard jersey. We got a taco truck coming from Tone Capone's Tacos. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be what the kids call a Sunday fun day. So if you can make it, if you're in the area or not, I know we had a couple people Uber to the karaoke night. do that, please. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Bears game. Bears Cardinals is going to be I don't think it's going to be a slower knocker. I expect it to be a high scoring affair. I know the Bears defense is good, but I think that's going to be a shootout. So that'll be fun. And Hawks Ducks, even though, they're not in the same division or anything like that. They are, it's always a little bit because of all those playoff games and
fucking
Corey
Perry.
Corey Perry. Yeah.
Corey
There's still some animosity. There's still some animosity with the Ducks. So if you can, please just come hang out with the bums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I got so excited to talk to Dougie, the viral sensation, that I skipped through the intros. So let's just go around the room clockwork. So we'll start with Dougie. What do we? It's happy hour. I didn't even do the cheers in the beginning. So cheers, everybody. What do we got going on?
I'm doing a little Rowan's Creek.
Oh shit, that's a Willet product.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Jewel stopped carrying it at some of the locations. So I ended up getting this bottle for $15.
Oh shit.
So,
$15 whiskey. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, I've only drank about $1 worth so far.
Joey P.
You gotta keep that $15 worth.
Yeah,
Joey P was in the chat, the bums chat earlier today, flaunting his pickups. You were at the Binnies this week, and you got a couple good bottles. Did you pop any of them, or are you drinking something else tonight?
No, tonight I'm drinking something else. I got a little some Moon Man here, a little bit of Wisconsin.
All right.
From our trip a few weeks ago to Milwaukee to catch the Hawks game. I'm doing some 1792 foolproof tonight.
Oh yeah.
I feel a little proofy after viral Dougie yesterday. So.
Johnny, you got the frosty mugs going?
Oh yeah, baby. It's Frosty Friday. Miller High Life.
Print the shirts.
King of beers. So
Frosty Friday is
I like it.
nice. How long have you been doing that? I know you've been doing it for a while now. You've been doing frosty mugs. You post the pictures up there.
yeah, I mean, I started it maybe about a couple weeks ago, and last weekend I just put a bunch of mugs into my freezer. It was a good sport weekend with college football. There was a ton of college football games out there, and I had a hell of a weekend watching it. And obviously, waking up at 8:30 in the morning watching that Bears game versus the Jaguars. Another frosty mug. Well, I had mimosas first, little breakfast, and then I, popped a couple 2-tree tall boys of Miller High Life, the king of beers. But I'm just kidding. The champagne of beers. Don't kill me.
Yeah,
but,
which was the king of beers? Who's the king of beers?
Budweiser.
Oh yeah, Budweiser.
Yeah,
You're right.
But yeah, I've been doing this. It's so good having it in a frosty mug. I highly recommend you guys try it. If you guys don't do that, I know it's all whiskey over here or Moon Man or but
Aaron, you're in the bourbon closet.
I'm in the bourbon closet. I'm starting with my favorite Chelada Limoni Sal.
Okay.
And I poured myself a little Jack Daniels 12 year.
That's a fancy. That's a fancy bottle.
So
I like
ready.
it. Yeah. I'm not doing the Modelos anymore. Dougie, you got me. You're an influencer. Not only are you a viral video, you're a beer influencer. I think it was you and a buddy posted about this on Twitter. Yeah. And they were 2 for $6 at Jewel. I went grocery shopping for the week, and I was like, let me pick some up. And I told you, I don't drink Modelos when the United States plays Mexico in soccer. I feel like I should probably be drinking an American beer if I'm cheering for the United States. So I popped one of these. Delicious and 9.5% alcohol. So I ain't going nowhere today.
They have a bunch of different flavors too.
Wow.
The Ranger's awesome.
Is that your first? Is that your first one?
I had one during the soccer game on Tuesday or Wednesday.
No. I'm just talking about tonight.
Oh yeah, I just opened it right when we got on air.
How many of those are you gonna have? You
just
have
one.
another one?
I only have one, but I've got the Maker's Cellar Age right here. So
Nice.
All right, Aaron. This was breaking news for the longest time since we've known you. Since we've known you, you've been a vegetarian.
Yes.
No meat. The head bum in charge throws a fit whenever he has to grill because he says you have to put the tofu patties or whatever,
Yep.
like meatless impossible patties. He's like, I'm
Anything
tainting
he can complain about.
I'm tainting my yeah, that's true. I'm tainting my grill with this. And I tend to agree with him.
No.
But this past weekend, you broke the streak, 7-year streak.
Yep. I went all in.
It's good to have you back.
So ever since I've been a vegetarian, it wasn't like my choice. It was just I don't cook. So I just ate whatever was vegetarian at the time. And recently I've just decided I want to try meat. I think I told you guys back in like July that I wanted
It was
to
a
start
while
eating
ago.
meat.
Like you were like, I'm thinking about doing
Yeah.
So for the people watching, you had birria. You had a quesadilla.
Yep.
That was your first foray back. I was like, I don't know. It's kind of, it might be a little greasy. I was like, it's gonna get you sick. Maybe start with like something lighter than that. And you're like, nah, I'm going quesadillas. And I was like, holy shit, all right.
I am from Wyoming. We didn't have like Mexican food trucks. I haven't gone to LA Mexican food trucks or anything. So I've never had birria. I've never had quesadilla. So I was like, that if I am going to eat meat, it's going to be a quesadilla. And so the Tacolan tacos was reviewed by Keith Lee, and he was like, it's the best. It's so good. They blew up. They've been hosting parties at Cubs games, and they've been doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, I got to get up there. I got to try these quesadillas. And you guys, especially Peter, and then a couple of my friends are like, that's too greasy. It's all meat. It's all animal fat. Like, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, but that's what I want. So it's now October, and even my coworkers are like, you're never going to do it. If you're not going to do it, you're never going to do it. And we were supposed to film a bourbon review on Friday night. Peter had to cancel. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go do it. I'm going to go get some birria. And it was so good. It was amazing. Oh,
worth
so
it.
Good.
Worth the wait.
It was so good. And like there was like a cheese pull a little bit.
Yeah.
There's so much cheese on it.
Best.
And the meat, not to be blasphemous, but there was a lot of meat. Like maybe a little bit too much. Like they pack those tacos full of beef. I mean, I'm like huge. So
that was going to be my first question. So birria traditionally is goat. Nowadays, a lot of people do beef birria.
Yes.
The place I go to that I get my quesadillas at, they ask you, do you want goat or do you want beef? So did you go? I take it you went beef then?
I think Tacolan only does beef. I could be wrong, but I did beef. So yeah, there is a Tacos Zaragoza. They did a Michelin.
Yeah, Zaragoza.
Yeah.
We
so
talked about it.
Goat, so that would be cool to try sometime.
That place
I'm
is
on
legit.
the birria train. I had Tata Tacos on Sunday after the Chicago Marathon. I'm just trying all kinds of birria now.
Man, I kind of want tacos now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shit.
Maybe I'll get some tonight.
We're happy. Welcome back.
Oh.
What is it? So you're off the wagon? On the wagon. You're
off the vegetarian wagon, back on the meat wagon.
Welcome back to
the meat wagon.
The meat wagon.
Welcome to the meat wagon.
I did film a promo. I didn't get it edited before this show, so I don't know if we'll release it or not, but I think it's entertaining. I'll send it to you guys.
Brewhand Luke is in the comments. Thank you for watching, Luke. Happy Friday. He said he just had a quesadilla for dinner tonight. So damn good. I know where you live, Luke. There ain't no goddamn good Mexican restaurants around you. I hope you went far for your quesadillas. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
Taco's decent.
Yeah, you like taco.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Cocula. Yeah, all right. Sorry. You know what? I saw the second comment. Casita Cocula in Countryside is good. They got good breakfast.
It is.
Cocula's got really good Mexican breakfast. So I retract
I've never been there before. I've actually never been there before.
You gotta go, Johnny. It's good.
No, I haven't been there.
Yeah,
you gotta go. And quesadilla also comes on the side sometimes with consommé, which is kind of like an au jus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the reason everyone said that it's going to be too greasy, because that is literally just the drippings of the meat. So
it's grease and saltiness and everything good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'll do the video, but the name of my meat eating experience I've titled "Get Her to the Meat."
Oh.
So,
Nothing wrong with that.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so
Right.
I gotta just ask the hard hitting question. How did your system handle this?
Yeah, that's a
It
good
was
point. Yeah, that's
fine.
important.
Yeah, it was fine. The next day I had maybe like a little stomach ache, but that could have been the whiskey, the cocktails, the beers, the
Oh yeah, a
tacos.
lot of
Could've been
mixture of
anything.
everything.
Yeah.
Fair,
So
fair.
Mhm.
I'm no complaints there.
Good deal.
Back on the meat wagon. I should change that.
Print the shirts.
Rent the shirts. Rent the shirts.
With the pita. Dougie, was it you that
Yeah.
made the pita?
Yeah.
Put my face on a pita billboard. Say back on the meat wagon.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, our second related bum storyline, and it was something I was laughing at from afar. I don't like taking pleasure in other people's pain. You might not believe me. I think you guys all think I'm a very instigator. But you had a tweet out there, Johnny. You went into work, and someone stole your lunch. So my first question was, I haven't packed a lunch for work, and I know, like, obviously, like, I'm not going into an office regularly. What are you packing, and what got stolen?
I'm gonna tell you this whole thing. Okay, so let's backtrack. Let's see, this happened on Thursday. So Wednesday I saw the commercial about and this is Chipotle, the what's that new meat that they got? That's not a new meat. It's they had a commercial and I had a taste for Chipotle. Let's just put it that way. So I went to Chipotle, got a bowl, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna save my lunch for Thursday. So I left my sandwich. I know exactly where I left it. And when I got there, I grabbed some chips, grabbed my drink, and I opened it and I didn't see it. I kept on, and keep in mind, I have an office that's full of 100 people plus. So this is a big refrigerator.
okay.
So I knew exactly where I put it. So when I opened it, I'm like, so it's not there. I kept on checking. Kept on going all over the place and I could not find it. So I went downstairs, hung out with some coworkers, and I'm like, somebody stole my sandwich. Everybody's like, what? Like, who the fuck who did this and stuff like that? That's what I tweeted out, that somebody took my sandwich. After the hour's over, I got upstairs and I'm like, you know what? Let me check one more time this fridge to, before I tell the office manager. So I opened the refrigerator again and I keep on looking. This sandwich was relocated to a different rack on the refrigerator and it was hidden. So I did find my sandwich and then I had to bum myself afterwards. Like, hey, we all make mistakes. So, I had the sandwich. I took it out and I ate it because I was hungry. So I didn't buy anything downtown. I could have, but I'm just like, you know what? Just whatever. Anybody who had taken that sandwich, and this is not how I normally make the sandwiches, but because I was running a little late that particular day, is I had no mayonnaise whatsoever on there. I had any dressing on it in the sandwich. So it's just basically ham and cheese. There was no like dressing on it.
Oh my god! Like just
dry.
Raw dog.
Dry. Yeah. So if
Really?
anybody took that sandwich, I'm like, well, good luck. I mean, I was just, but I found the sandwich and I bummed myself. So
bum yourself for making that sandwich.
Yeah,
I was in
like
a
the
hurry, man. I was in a hurry.
Poorest sandwich I've ever heard.
Relax, all right? Relax.
How
I
can
was
you-
in a hurry.
What is a hurry? You just dip your knife and spread it. Like what's
I was in a rush. I woke up late.
Squeeze
No,
bottles.
Squeeze bottles. Hell yeah.
I don't even have
You
that.
could have found a
I have the
packet
old
of
school
something,
jar.
Johnny, some
Yeah.
mustard or something in a
there's
drawer.
probably
Yeah.
some
Why are
common-
you coming after me out for my sandwich? Okay, I was almost part of a terrible scene where somebody took somebody's lunch, and it was just. I was pissed for a little bit because I'm like, who the fuck takes a sandwich? But then who relocates a sandwich to somewhere else and then hides it from me?
So
You know?
my question in here,
Yeah.
you're not going to believe me, Johnny, but I'm not making this a thing. You said it's a big office, big fridge. Was it somewhere higher where you wouldn't be able to see it? Like
my God.
no, I didn't mean it that way, and you know it.
It
I'm
did look
just
like he was,
answering.
like,
Short joke.
breaking,
Are
like-
we going here at this point?
No,
We're
no,
doing
no,
this
no,
whole
no,
thing.
no.
You want me to
No,
go back
no,
and
no.
forth with you, pal?
Man,
No. All right. So
I do have
unhappy.
I have a
Unhappy hour.
follow-up though.
Go ahead. I have a
I do
question as
work-
well.
I
Go
do
ahead.
work in an
Let's
office
go
where
around the room.
you have lunch bags, and then you have people who has like a small container, and they'll put it in the spot where big lunch bags can only fit. So I will move your tiny little bowl to the top. I'm a mover.
No.
Can't take
Wait,
up
why are
space.
you moving?
You're part of the problem.
Because
Yeah, you
my
are.
lunch bag, I have a whole whatever my lunch, drink, protein shake. It's in my lunch bag. It's tall. So if you're putting something small, I'm gonna move it up to the small shelf because I have a big lunch bag. I'm a mover.
Vegetables are big, so they were probably
It's not just vegetables.
They take a lot of cubic squares.
just a bag of carrots.
Yeah.
My question is did I hear you correctly? Were you saying that you made that sandwich, but then you got Chipotle the day and then went back for it?
Yeah, no. So on Wednesday, I instead of eating my sandwich, I got Chipotle. So that sandwich was there reserved for me for the next day.
So
Yes.
this is what I think happened. Maybe the next morning people come in and they're like, this sandwich has been sitting here forever. We're moving it.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe what happened.
Well, here's the thing: a lot of people leave their stuff in there, so that refrigerator is it's a very big refrigerator. I can even take a picture of his wall too, and I'll send it to you guys.
Okay.
But it's a very big refrigerator, so you could pack a bunch of lunches in there, and a lot of people they'll do exactly the same thing I do. They'll be like, I brought a lunch, but you know what? Change of heart. I want to go out and get something to eat. We're downtown. So I work downtown. So there's tons of stuff over there. So people are, have a change of heart when they bring their lunch. And I did that particular day. So instead of having that sandwich, I decided to go because I saw a commercial on Tuesday. I forgot if I was watching a Hawks game or something. I can't remember what it was, but I was watching something and I saw this commercial about it was I can't think of the fucking meat.
Are they doing carne asada?
No, they don't. Yeah, brisket. Yes, it was
Oh
brisket.
yeah, they
Nice.
do have
Yeah,
the
they
brisket
say
now.
that.
So I tried the brisket. Here's another thing too. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Cook, baby.
No, so I went to Chipotle and I got that. Forget about the sandwich now because now I got another beef over here. So the brisket that I bought, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was great. I loved it. I would try it, maybe not again because that thing cost $17.
$17.
Wow.
$17.
Expensive to begin with, though. That's just the
but
price.
usually it's like maybe 11, 12 bucks. I didn't even get a drink. I didn't even get chips. I didn't get a walk. This thing was 17 fucking dollars. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this again.
That's not good. That's not good. It's too much.
Them chips are dangerous though.
See, that's the thing. You spend
Chips are good.
you spend $17 one day, and then you have a plain ham and cheese sandwich like a pour the next day.
Yeah,
dude, Missy's the one posting it all the time. It's like lobster and then like non-pay week, and it's just ice.
Oh yeah, that's a good bit.
Ice
That's a good
soup.
I like
ice
it.
soup.
Ice
Ice soup.
Yes, ice soup. Yeah.
All right. So from this whole thing, you were going back and forth with was it NWI Steve or Sal? Who are you going back and forth with about the sandwich?
I wasn't really going out with anybody.
Well, no.
Somebody mentioned that White Sox sale he put out there like about the Lunchable stuff, and I replied back that it was a ham and cheese with a Capri Sun on the side. So.
Yeah. And then from there, Missy made fun of you for choosing the ham and cheese Lunchable. Mm-hmm. So then that got my hamster wheel turning. And I was like, man, my kids, Scarlett in particular, we used to get Lunchables for her all the time. And then she kind of stopped liking them. And she was only eating the cookie. So I was like, no, you have to eat the whole thing.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm only doing the ones from our childhood because now they've got some crazy bullshit chicken nugget Lunchables and like grilled cheese Lunchables, all kinds of deli subs, all kinds of weird things.
Yeah,
I've never had those.
Dude, when we were kids, do you remember the All-Star versions?
Yes.
I'm older than you. That did not exist.
Dude.
That did not exist in my childhood.
All right, I'm looking it up. Continue.
So what I was gonna say is you got shit for your choice, Johnny. You said ham and cheese, right? Or the ham and cheddar?
Yeah, ham and cheddar, yeah.
Pick your top 3. Or at least power rank your top ones. Because I thought the ham and cheddar ones were good.
I gotta put this up. Hold on, let me get the reading.
You want me to go first?
No, hold on. Let me see something for a second.
Oh, you got the cheaters on.
I got my Teddy Roosevelt glasses. Okay. Well, I'm a big ham and cheese, ham and American cheese. It's a go-to.
No
for
dressing.
Me every time.
We've established.
Listen, I do put mayonnaise on there. It just at the time I'm trying to explain myself. Shut up. And I'm never mind. You're gonna get me upset on Friday. It's just happy hour, and all I'm doing is just fucking shouting right now. So,
He said ham and cheese hold the flavor.
do you want me to continue or
No, continue,
Yes,
please.
yes.
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to go? Am I ruining this happy hour?
No, dude.
What's going
No,
on?
dude. That's
no.
what we're doing.
No.
Drink from your
We're just
coffee mug
just
and
five-
pick 2 more.
All right.
we're
Okay,
just
I'm going
5
for the
friends
second
at the
one.
bar.
Yeah.
busting
So
chops.
the second one, I'm gonna go ham and Swiss. Also a big fan of Swiss cheese as well too.
Okay.
And then finally, this was a delicate when they first came out with this pizza with the pepperoni type of thing.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
To me, I thought it was
remember.
to me, it was just like, wow, this is a little different because they obviously back in our day, nothing of that stuff happened. But I'm just like, wow, this is actually pretty good. So I would say those are my top 3.
All right. Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna move Johnny down only because you already ranked them. And then now we'll go Aaron and we'll go up. We'll go up, boy.
Okay, you guys are gonna hate me. Bottom row. When I was a kid, we didn't have a microwave. I'm not eating this stuff cold. The pizza.
Yeah, you don't microwave them.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it cold. The nachos were gross. So I'm going ham and cheddar, turkey cheddar, bologna, and American. Give me the charcuterie Lunchables, and that's it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Charcuterie is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Joey, what do you got?
Me, I didn't really experience Lunchables all that much other than the ham and cheddar growing up in La Villita because we got packed different kinds of lunches back then. But on occasion, when my tias would splurge, when they were taking care of me in the summer, we'd have the ham and cheese whenever they were on sale at Fair Play on 26th and Western. I think they were like 5 for $5 back in the 80s.
Oh, dude,
The
even
90s.
cheaper than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could buy them for like less than $1 back in the day.
Yeah. So the ham and cheddar was really the only one I really ever tried, believe it or not. So I mean, I'm gonna just stand on that mountain. I can't
All
really.
right, that's fair.
It is what it is. It's because back then it was frijoles.
Dougie, what do you got?
All right, so I wanted to say the All-Star Lunchables came out in 1998. That's prime.
I was in high school already. We had high school lunches.
Yeah, I know, but that's dude. I was bringing Lunchables.
Did they have the cosmic brownie in those, Dougie?
They may have, yeah.
I'm
They
pretty
may
sure I
have.
had those.
Dougie, before because you brought something up that I don't remember this All-Star Lunchables thing, but I just saw this thing like not too long ago. I know this is a different. Actually, you know what? Finish what you got to do, and I'll bring it up after everybody's done. So,
Okay.
I'll hold off.
1-1. I'm going nachos. Nachos.
That's
1-1.
I'll let you finish.
no,
I have
it's
thoughts
fine.
on the nachos.
No, it's fine. So, dude, that's where like I spent my summers at like the like public pool, and like that was what you like when you got kicked out for Adult Swim. You went and got the shit nachos. They're not good. It's just nostalgic. That's all it is. So that was my 1-1 because it was just like the cheese salsa and like you do like a back forth, and then finally you were just like this shit's taking too fucking long, and you start dipping a ton of shit and just throwing it in. So that for me is my 1-1. I would say my second one is ham and cheddar because I do prefer cheddar over American, but it boiled down to the cookie situation with that one. Dude, straight up Oreo, dude. You're going Oreo 1-1. I'm not fucking with the vanilla cookie. Get that shit out of here. Get it out of here. And then, dude, I don't know what it is. I have a soft spot. I have a real soft spot every once in a while. Like get a weird craving for bologna. Not the
Attaboy.
person. Not the person.
I like bologna.
Yes.
Yuck.
Who
But,
doesn't?
dude,
Yuck.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Johnny doesn't like
I
bologna?
do. But
I never did.
Ah,
that
Since
cookie,
childbirth.
the cookie, straight trash. Straight trash. When we were kids, they never had the extra cheese pizza. I would have definitely fucked with that. But because the pepperoni, dude, I'm just not a big pepperoni person.
So yeah, that's where I was gonna go first. 1-1 was the pizza with pepperoni.
Mhm.
And yes, like there was no microwaves at lunch in 5th grade. So you're eating that cold and it was delicious. I love cold pizza. I think that's where my love of cold pizza started. It's almost like a nostalgia thing. Julie asks me all the time, whenever I order a pizza, I almost rather have, and this is now, I'd rather have cold pizza than like a hot tavern pizza.
mm-mm.
Oh,
And that's a me thing.
No.
I'm
Oh
weird.
my God.
I love
Oh, you're-
cold pizza.
you're weird.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
I gotta-
The next
gotta
day
re-
leftovers,
reheat
I
it.
don't heat them up. I don't
Oh,
reheat my
I gotta
leftovers.
reheat.
Yeah.
And then the rest of
in
them,
2021.
Dougie, it's
Yeah.
because of the cookie. I mean, when you're a kid, like
Mhm.
you want the Oreo, you want the chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Anything else, no, thank you. So
Yeah.
I like the ham and American and or the light bologna and American, just because like give me a chocolate chip cookie or give me an Oreo. I will say the turkey Lunchables the turkey was so slimy. It was
Oh, yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the nachos. The nachos were good, but those things have to be refrigerated. And by the time you have lunch in school, that it doesn't give you time to thaw. That cheese was like a brick. All you're
yeah.
doing is like
Right.
you're breaking nacho chips into the cheese
That's what
and just
the whole conglomerate. That's what I was saying.
yeah. You just make like
You're
a
scooping it with your fingers.
yeah.
Yeah. No, anybody that's ever seen me do a Jello shot, that's where the tongue originated. It
Oh, wait,
originated
do that
with-
again. Do that one more time. All right.
You got,
Hey.
oh, you got that
Hey,
Gene,
yo.
you got that Gene Simmons song going on over there.
No. So,
Aaron, that's a
Oh my
second
gosh.
Ayo from Aaron today. It's like makes me laugh.
so I really think like when it comes to like the pizza Lunchables and like those nachos and stuff like that, I felt like the reason why you liked them so much for like lunch is it felt like something that you weren't supposed to have. Like it was something that like when you're sitting there and everybody else is eating their sandwich and everything like that, and you're like sitting there making your little craft pizza and shit like that, it just felt like, you know, like you were doing something. Like, your parents ever bring you McDonald's?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
you were the king for the fucking
Yes.
day, king or queen.
So like for our grade school, like my mom would take me out of school. Obviously, like you have like dentist appointments and doctor's
Mhm.
appointments, and like you
Always the
leave
dentist.
during the morning, and then you come back right around 11 o'clock,
Mhm.
and then you come in with that fucking bag of McDonald's.
Dude.
You feel like hot shit. That is,
Yeah.
that is like stunting before stunting.
Dude,
That
I'm
was
telling you.
that was awesome.
Swagger on 10 with the numb ass mouth because you gotta fucking you can't chew the shit, you know, because
You're
half your
drooling,
mouth is
though.
numb.
Yeah.
But
You know
So
the
I would-
saying,
Johnny
who's keeping Arby's alive? It was my mom, because there was no dentist in the town where I grew up. So we had to drive an hour to go to the dentist. And my mom
Oh,
would
shit.
buy 10, it was like Arby's
Yeah, they
5
were
for
5 for 5.
5.
yeah, it was
So
5 for
she
5.
would load up, she'd buy 10 of
Yeah.
those sandwiches, and we would eat those for lunch every day.
Hell
So
yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
Arby's, let's go. We're keeping that shit alive. Let's
You know
go.
what? I was pissed. I was pissed that they took down all these sandwich stores. Is Quiznos. I was a huge fan
I
of
was
I like
Quiznos.
Quiznos.
Same.
Yeah.
The like bar, the pepper bar. So they
Yeah.
had like all kinds of condiments and peppers at Quiznos. Like this is now we're outing ourselves, Johnny, because we used to go there when we lived together. We used to go to the one on 95th Street.
All the
Quiznos
time.
was good.
All the time.
we would
Yeah.
we would take their peppers home with us, like because you could just take them in like a little container. I would take extras just to have throughout the week.
No, to
Very
make things to make things even worse about this story. Yeah, me and Peter used to go to that one. the guy used to know us all the time. He actually knew our order when we got there. He's like, hey, buddy, how's it going? And stuff like that. And he would make the sandwiches. So here I knew. One of the things I was going to ask, because we were talking about the Lunchables All-Stars, I didn't remember that. But do you guys remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, those pies?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
We
talked
talked
about
about
it
it.
before.
Yeah,
Hostess pies.
I think.
So
Yeah.
Hostess pies. Yeah.
I saw it somewhere on Twitter. I don't remember this. I never remember
don't?
that. No.
Yeah.
I don't
Johnny,
know.
we talked about this on a Bumcast
Yeah,
when we did
it
the
was on the
Mary Fuck
Bumcast.
Kills.
I was-
Those things were
well,
delicious.
Well, I was probably
Where-
drunk at the time, so
Yeah, it
I'm
happens.
sorry to say that.
Yeah. No, the only thing is they would definitely alter the color of your poop big time. Because, dude, that green shell that they threw on there, totally not natural. Like, yeah, you'd get some funky, like, damn, what the hell is this?
The reason why they're not around anymore.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Probably.
Notorious TBG saying he had a bad experience last time he went to Arby's. But I used to get Arby's all the time. Love their turnovers. I never had their turnovers. I know the 108 boys, big fans of the Arby's.
I like it.
I made that meme way back when about them. They closed the Arby's that we used to go to, Johnny, the one on 95th Street.
Yeah, I know.
Because you
found
stopped
out.
going. You were the only ones going.
Yeah, we were the only ones keeping them alive. And then
Once
I
I
like-
left,
and then-
once I left,
yeah, you and Joel left, and it was all downhill.
Yeah, they closed mine on 79th and Cicero also just recently. So, I mean, down go the curly fries. I love their curly fries.
But here's the wild fact that I found out. Like, so yeah, they closed the two closest to me. But wild fact, they're thriving so much that they bought Buffalo Wild Wings. Arby's.
I saw
Bought
that. It
Buffalo
made no
Wild Wings.
sense. Like, where
I
do
mean,
they
they've
get
been
that
around
money
For a
from?
long time.
I have no idea. Apparently, they got the meats.
They do have the meats.
Meat Mountain.
That's like Long John Silver buying McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
Which, by the way, is Long John
I mean,
Silver still around? Do they still have that one in Countryside?
No,
I
that
think-
one's gone.
that's
No,
gone.
that
No,
one's like a
that's gone.
halal place, a really good halal
Yeah.
place now.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the one we used to go to. You know what? All of my restaurants around me closed down because you moved out, Johnny. Now I'm suffering for you moving back into the city.
Well, I kept things going around in my neighborhood when I used to live in McKinley Park. We used to have Long John Silver. We used to have
Yeah, right on
Arby's, we used to have Taco Bell. We used to have a whole bunch of shit. Wendy's at the time. Wendy's came back.
On Archer, yeah.
Yes, but that was all around, and everything left once I left the neighborhood, and then all of a sudden things are leaving. It's because of my doing. I'm sorry. I closed down Arby's and Quiznos by your place.
Same.
What's
Well,
the
and Long
what's
John Silver.
what's the opposite of a recession? Johnny's like a walking
Session.
A walking session. Johnny Lee even closed
Would it
Lindy's on
be-
Archer too, by the
Mm.
by the Jewels on Archer.
there's a
Oh,
Tree
yeah.
said there's 12 more Long John Silvers than Blockbusters. I used to like Long John Silvers. That one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
back
love
when we lived in the city, right off of 37th and Rockwell, there was a Long John Silver's on Archer right
That's on
before you
Archer,
got
yeah.
the Western.
Yeah.
It's a Walgreens now, right?
No, it's a 7-Eleven now.
Did they get
Which
rid of
is
that
also-
Walgreens?
Yeah, they got rid of the
7-Eleven is
Walgreens.
also
Damn.
closing
Yeah,
it's a-
down too.
It's a 7-Eleven now
Yeah.
with a taco place right next to it, and there's a Starbucks right next to it. There's like they built a whole new thing around there.
By McKinley Park? There's a
Yes.
Starbucks there?
Yes.
Damn.
There's two of them. There's two of them.
It's a
that
trendy
ain't-
neighborhood, man.
Is the Burger King still there? Like right
Some will
underneath the
say-
viaduct?
Oh yeah, they still got the same Burger King. That's not- never changed,
I used to love that Burger King as a kid, and then I grew up and went there, and I was like, I can't believe I used to come here all the time. That is the shadiest Burger King of all time.
Are those
You
not
should-
the best places though?
Yeah, I usually go to the
No.
one in Archer and Ashland. No, I usually go to that one
All
instead.
right.
Dude,
It's okay.
so funny story since you brought up Burger King. That was like my Sundays as a kid. Me and my dad would watch like the Bears on like Sundays, and we would go to Burger King and get 99-cent Whoppers. And every time I wanted to get cheese on it, he's like, absolutely not. We got cheese at the house. Like, dude, I would have to, dude, I'm telling you, because dude, back in the day, they were like 99 cents, but then for a slice of cheese, it was like a quarter. He's like, He's like, it's like 25% markup. He's like, we got American cheese at the house. And like, so yeah, dude, we'd go home. He'd fucking bust open a Kraft single, throw it on there, pop it in the microwave for a second. He's like, there, look what we saved. I'm like, all right, Pops.
Dougie, my
Yeah.
pops is exactly the same way growing up.
I'm
He is,
telling you,
and
man.
he's not changed. He's
Yeah.
still doing the same. So in his honor, guess what? I do the same thing
Yeah.
to this day.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
How
My
can I
dad,
cheeseburger at home?
Yes.
I mean, if I'm trying to collect blackness here of all flavors and colors. I mean, of
well, I
course.
guess that does make sense.
Man.
No, my dad, when he used to go to the Jewels and he used to get the eco brand stuff, he would never get the like the Reynolds wrap. It would be eco brand aluminum foil. If I wanted something with Sprite or I wanted Coke, nope. It was just soda or
The
lemon
Jewel
lime or
brand.
something like that.
The
Orange,
Jewel brand Coke
orange,
was good.
orange
though.
Hey,
soda.
But
Yeah.
back,
President's
but-
choice.
But
back in the
if I
day-
wanted Lucky Charms, I didn't get that. I got Psycho Circus instead. I had some sort of
The bag cereal drove
you-
me
yeah, always get the
crazy when
bag
I was outside. I
cereal.
hated the
Kabooms.
bag
Oh,
cereal.
I used to eat kabooms.
Oh my god.
but
We
dude,
had money. That was the fucking thing too. It was like, how come you can't?
Oh, I had no money.
Dude, those store brand sodas back in the
I'm gonna
day,
go off.
those store brand sodas back in the day, they came in the 3-liter. That was a flex, dude.
I don't remember
big-
that.
You don't remember
Oh,
3
I don't
liters?
remember 3 liters.
Really?
Wasn't
Yes,
it flex
I do.
though? You
Yes.
had
Yeah,
to drink
no,
that
The
in like a day.
Jewels. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, yeah. Jewel brand 3 liters, man.
Yes.
RC had the. I think RC might have been like the 3-liter.
I
do
remember
like
the,
RC.
the RC Big Bomber things,
Yep.
but I don't remember Jewel brand ones.
Yeah, Jewel had them. Yeah, because fun fact, RC brand made all of Jewel's pop.
Oh,
So every single store brand is made by a good
Yeah.
brand. Yep.
Yeah, like, that's the whole thing where like the Kirkland comps
Mhm.
come in, whereas like
Yep.
Jewel
Private
employees
labeling.
aren't in the back
Yeah.
making
Private
everything
labeling.
for us.
yeah, Kirkland whiskey is basically 1792 Barton and all that stuff.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, we got one more thing, and actually, I'm gonna leave you guys. You know what? I'll introduce it. I'll play the video, and then I'm gonna have to do some work. But last Bums Happy Hour, I was trying a bunch of viral video drinks. I did the tailgate sangria, which was terrible. I did the Tom Hanks drink.
Can't
I
believe
saw
you did that.
this week. It's Dua Lipa, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. It went super viral. So I'm going to play you guys the video, and I got the ingredients here. So I'll start making it. I'll let you guys talk, and then I'll come back and give it a review.
Step 1, Diet Coke, M&M, and then pickle juice, and a couple pickles from my hand. Okay, and then some jalapeno sauce. Everyone's staring at me. And maybe a couple of jalapenos. The lady in the back is like, what the hell is she doing? Give it a little mix up. You want to try?
All right. So I'm going to make my own drink. I'm going to mute myself. It's going to get loud. I've got a bunch of
No.
ice. I've got the pop, but I'll let you guys talk about it. I'll set it up, and then we'll review it. So I'll let Johnny, Dougie, you guys are veterans. You guys could drive the car.
Is this something that she made, or who's making these contraptions? Like who are coming up with these
I
inventions?
was muted. This is controversial because apparently in India, this is very common, like a spicy Coca-Cola drink.
Okay.
So everyone's saying that America is just trying to recreate or like culturally appropriate these spicy beverages. And it's nothing new. This is just a very common thing that they'll put like spice and lemonade, micheladas, Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
So it's not uncommon.
Wait, so-
And I'm
so
excited.
it-
I think it's gonna be good.
So it's an actual, like, Coke actually makes spicy Coke, or it's just like something
No.
that they created in
They
India?
created.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know if it's Coke, but the other thing with Coke is if you've watched the new Mormon housewives show, Mormon families cannot drink alcohol. They can't drink
Yeah.
hot beverages. So for like going to Starbucks, they can't get like a hot beverage. So they do, I think they're called like dirty
beverage.
Correct. It's Mormon religion is weird. I'm not going to get into that.
No,
but
it's fine. That was
that's part of their religion. You can't have hot beverages.
Okay.
You weren't supposed to have caffeine, but they own Pepsi, so you can have Pepsi products. But they'll make dirty sodas. Like you can go to a drive-through and have like dirty sodas. So they have a bunch of different flavors and stuff. So those are becoming more and more popular because of this television show of like Mormon wives. So Real Housewives of Mormon. I don't know what it is, but
what
dirty
station
sodas
is that on? That
it's got to be like one of the Housewives show channels. I'm not 100% sure.
Probably like an E or
TLC, E,
TLC,
Bravo.
You know, for a second,
part of that family of networks.
I thought Peter was wearing a New York Yankees zip-up jacket or something. Does it from afar looks like New York Yankees, or what is
No,
it?
It says UN.
UN.
United Nations.
United Nations. Gotcha.
The Bums. He's
a big
getting the Bums into the United Nations.
Yep.
You guys didn't know?
I didn't know. Well, no, I didn't know about that thing that happened with him and Dougie. What makes you think he's going to tell me about this too? I'm left in the dark.
Oh
I
my God.
I am Fredo. I am Fredo.
We don't want you to squeal, Johnny. That's why.
Jason didn't know anything about it either. And then the funny part is like Joey didn't know about it until I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need your help." Like that's how. Yeah.
Really let you know who the head bum in charge really is, huh?
Oh.
Nah, just kidding. That's a shot. That's a shot.
Flip it.
Frisky Friday. Frisky Friday. I got a couple of choo-choo drinks in me.
We're just kidding. Fredo now. Jeez.
This guy's drinking Dua Lipa drinks.
All right. So I didn't put it. I did it. I made it just how she made it. I've got a couple pickles in there. I think I lost them because I mixed it. I didn't want to do the fake Dua Lipa
fake
stir.
Swirl.
That was the one thing I wanted to point out about the whole thing is she does this and then the scene cuts and then it's like it comes back. You know, like I don't know. I think it's just trying to like click.
I hope you don't throw up. I mean, that's the one thing. Like,
so I have a feeling
there's a problem.
I mean,
it's the heartburn.
But yes, the heartburn.
Yeah,
the spicy.
Why would you throw up from it?
I think spicy pickles and the jalapeno juice is going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be all that bad. I think it's going to be better than most of the stuff I tried a couple weeks ago. It smells really good. So here's one drink. I'm going to drink I'll drink a good amount, and then I want to add some booze to it because I think that's going to change things and kind of make it better. This one is a mocktail, so no booze, and then I'll add a little bit of rye whiskey to it. So cheers, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Bottoms up, all.
I'm about $3 in right now.
Don't go spending all your money now, Dougie.
Yeah. Don't drink all that. Oh.
This is really good.
Yes.
What?
This is really this is really good.
Let's go.
I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not bullshitting you at all.
Now I want one.
So, I mean, Jer's in the comments roasting us anyway. So I will say I did not use Diet Coke. I used Mexican Coke.
Yes.
No. Whoa, wait a minute. Now
that's a big
if
difference.
you make that a
I didn't have any Diet Coke around.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't like
had
Diet
time.
Coke.
I hate Diet Coke.
I'd rather do it with a regular Coke.
Absolutely, I would too.
Yeah.
Now
you're good.
With a regular Coke.
I'm excited. Now I want it. I'm going to
the
drink it
jalapeno
tomorrow.
and the pep.
There is a difference between Coke and Mexican Coke.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's more sugary.
Yes.
You understand?
It's
like Diet
sugar,
Coke is
right.
here. Diet Coke is here.
Yeah.
Coke is here. This motherfucker is like out of frame.
Yes.
With that Coke.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're out of bounds.
What do you mean out of bounds? I'm just making it better.
Jason would never do this.
He would never paint his face either. So yes, you're right. He would never
anyway, there's a good amount. The pickle juice adds a lot to it. The pickle juice and the jalapeno juice it's really good. I really do like it. I like pickleback shots to begin with.
Yep.
I think they're good.
Yep.
I love pickles. Anything.
Yeah.
So if I'm grading it, B+. It's a B+ drink.
All right.
Now I will add some rye whiskey. I've got some here, so
how does it blend?
I'll let you guys talk of this.
Yeah,
I mixed it pretty well. I had a straw.
No. I understand how you blend. forget it.
No, keep going.
I'm saying like how did all the flavors, like how did everything
How did they
come
meld?
together? Like did it or can you still taste it in layers?
The viscosity.
It's
I think,
predominantly like pickle Coke. That's what it is. Like,
okay.
There's a little bit of like a Dr.
Little
Pepper aspect to it now because of the jalapeno.
Okay.
Hang on. You
know
think
what's-
Dr. Pepper is spicy?
No. But there's just
Okay.
like it's a different flavor than Coke.
Like a peppery.
You know what's going to happen now. You know what's going to happen. Coca-Cola is going to see that video, not the one with you, Peter, but Duluica. And they're going to start doing this whole new Coke craze of spicy Coke.
Coke does enough shit that tastes terrible. I mean, they really do.
Actually, I do like Zero Coke. I like the Zero Coke. I'm not a big I'm not a big Coke drinker whatsoever. I prefer Pepsi.
Yep.
But when I do like Zero Coke, I'll do like I don't know if you saw those cans of Jack Daniels and Zero Coke.
Yeah. Yep.
Those are pretty good. I actually will admit that's actually really good. So I usually get those anytime I drink, like, if I have like little whiskey, I put a little Zero Coke in there.
Okay.
But I could see them. Listen, you see all this goes on with like Oreos and Doritos. They're always putting so many different things on there.
I'm gonna head out to the Swaco show, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Have fun.
Have
Thank
fun.
you.
Be safe.
Have a hot dog post show.
Yeah, have some meat tonight.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, post,
Okay.
post,
I'll let you
post
know.
show.
We need
post
to hear
show
about
meet.
it.
All right, post show meet. Let's go.
Thanks,
Meat wagon.
Let's go.
It sounded like you said post your meat.
Come on, Dougie.
I'm sorry, dude.
Did I lose you guys for a
Bologna's-
second?
No, you're good.
No.
You go first, Johnny, and then I
You
go.
lost Aaron.
Oh, okay. Because
He's gone.
everything was all circling and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah. Why is it that Missy had no problems whatsoever yesterday, but I had an issue over here today?
Yeah, Socks Carve had a great showing on the 108 show.
Big fan of Socks Carve.
Socks Carve is doing great work on the internet.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, I noticed that it was a very smooth internet on Thursdays, and then Monday nights, Telemundo.
Well, what are you gonna do, right?
All right,
Yeah.
I tossed some rye whiskey in there, and now it's like super cloudy. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that is.
Bologna, I was going to ask you the question. So, comparing before you just added that rye to it, does that top
Oh, that's a big drink.
Yeah.
to
Jeez,
the Bum
dude.
happy
You're making-
hours ago?
What are you doing? Making science experiments over here?
That's a big drink.
Yeah, he doesn't like
this
it. He
drink-
doesn't like it.
You see, you ruined the
No,
whole
it was delicious because it was
The
made
mocktail.
with our Knob Creek Bums 120 proof store pick,
Yes.
courtesy of Green Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Sorry, Joey.
Um,
Carry on, Joey. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
we'll keep on an interview. I'm sorry.
No, I was just asking you, Bologna, like, before you just had your cocktail, you converted a mocktail to a cocktail right now. But was the mocktail better than any of the other four you had
Oh, good
two
question.
Bums happy hours ago?
It was close. I liked the Tom Hanks drink, the
Mhm.
cocaine that they
Yeah.
called it. So it was champagne and Diet Coke. I thought that was like a good summer drink. I would probably drink that again. All the other ones I would never drink again. This mocktail today I would drink again. So it's right there. It's the two celebrities, Tom Hanks and Dua Lipa,
Yes.
are fighting. The Q ratings are right there, neck and neck.
I got another question. Peter, let me get that hat.
No, this
No,
is my
No, we're family. You should give me that hat.
no.
I'll give you this sticker from the alley. How about that? You want this?
Ooh,
I like the alley.
Ooh,
That's a good one too.
did they close the alley?
No, that's still around.
Belmont and Clark, if you dare,
Yeah.
still there. Oh, now he's lost. We lost.
Yeah.
Say we did lose the Telemundo
No,
internet.
There
No, I'm
he is.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
here.
back.
You
No, they
froze.
don't. They don't have it at Belmont and Clark anymore. They moved somewhere else, but it's still around.
If it ain't in an alley, that's
It's not an alley
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
yeah. that
still
sucks. You can't call yourself the alley and not be in an alley.
No,
Well, they were never in an alley, but
The rye whiskey was good with this. This was a good drink. I would drink this
It
again.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
B
Okay.
plus, B plus with the whiskey, B plus without the whiskey. This was good.
All right.
all right.
Credit to
Gonna have to
Dua
try
Lipa,
them.
pop star, and now what do you call those people? Great gastrologists. What do you call like the fancy bartenders? Gastronomy?
Mixologist.
Mixologist?
Mixologist.
What am I
Mixologist.
talking about?
Bar
Yeah.
bar rescue? Oh,
I don't know. All right, we're past the hour today.
Yeah.
You got anything
Sorry.
else, Dougie?
Hey,
No,
we're just having
dude.
we're just having fun.
yeah, we're just having a
we're
good
just
time.
having
I
Friday.
got nowhere to be.
Good
I got
time.
nowhere to be.
I got nowhere
Yeah.
to be either.
Same.
You know, I'm
Neither do
here.
I.
Same.
I'm all out of
Same.
topics though. So you
Yeah,
guys,
nice.
you guys run with
I
you
got
guys
about
run with the
$12 more
topics.
worth of whiskey here. I'm good.
Dougie's splurging on his whiskey now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have you? Okay, so hold on. Have you ever, Dougie? Have you
Yeah.
ever drank a whiskey bottle down to a certain point where it was just like, damn, I can't believe I drank that much whiskey?
Oh yeah.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely have. Sometimes it's something that's not really easy to find either, and that is what hurts the soul more. Is it isn't so much as like, oh, I feel like crap, like I shouldn't have done that. It's I drank way too much of this, and at some point you're just not enjoying it anymore, you know,
Yeah.
and you're basically just wasting it, you know. Like, yeah, we've been there before. I had a buddy, so I just don't know what it is. I just gravitate to hanging out with people that are older than me. And I had a buddy that right after COVID was turning 50, and he went all out for his birthday. We rented a cabin in the Smoky Mountains, and he, for his Christmas bonus every year, gets bottles of Pappy 23. So the one night we ran through 2 bottles of Pappy 23, and
Two bottles.
2 bottles.
Two.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong. There was a group of us, so it was about 10 of us, and we went through 2 bottles. Okay, and we got to the point to where it was just like, we wake up the next morning and we're like, why did we do that? You know, like, it's meant to be enjoyed, and we did enjoy it, and we had a great time, and there was no regrets. But then you wake up the next day and you see those bottles, and you're just like, at some point you're just drinking liquid and you're not enjoying it. So
Do you guys have? Okay, we're all bourbon drinkers here,
Yeah.
or whiskey, bourbon, whatever. And do you guys have a limit to when you're like, all right, I gotta stop drinking this because I am gonna start forgetting everything. Me, I for some reason cannot drink more than 4 glasses of bourbon because I will completely forget where the fuck I'm at, and I will know. So I have limits. Do you guys like have limits for yourself when it comes to bourbon or whiskey?
I mean, I think I could speak for Bologna and Joey P. It really all depends on the proof and what you're drinking.
Yeah.
You know, like it
proof.
really.
Okay, forget.
Yeah.
Forget. It's not like a high proof. Let's just say it's
Yeah.
like an 80 proof or 90 proof. It's not something really high. So
Sure. Like an Eagle Rare.
yeah.
Eagle
Yeah.
Rare, I could put a hurting on a bottle of Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, absolutely. I'll once I feel as though my palate can't be undone, you know, even though I try to cleanse my palate, you know, after when I'm trying to enjoy a couple or 2, 3, that's when like I'll switch over to beer, you know,
Yeah.
and I tell myself my night's over because tongue, you failed me. So my night's over.
But here's the thing is that if I do whiskey, if I start with whiskey, or even if I start with beer and then go to whiskey, I know that's like it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you're right away you're gonna be like, I'm gonna pass out like here in a second, or if I start drinking a little bit more whiskey here. Now what I have done in the past, and this is when I'm at home,
Sure.
is that what I'll do is I'll maybe get a couple 2-3 Miller Lights, and then I'll switch over to a little bit of bourbon with a little bit of zero coke in it. So
Okay.
just a little, 2 fingers. That's all. Little on the rocks as well too. So I'll do that as well too. 4 fingers.
I was gonna say which fingers? The
it
the,
all
fi- the
depends on the
fingers.
finger.
4
The
fingers.
fingers-
4
Yeah.
fingers. 4 fingers.
Like two thumbs.
4 fingers. I'm sorry.
4 fingers.
But yeah,
I-
so I do a little. Yeah, I do it a little bit on the rocks, and then I'm like drinking. I'm like, oh, this is fucking going down real good, and all of a sudden I'm just like,
Yes.
I'm sleeping.
Well, yes, there is that where your body hasn't caught up to what you're ingesting. Dude, that's what happened to me with the 999 challenge. I mean, seriously, like
Oh, yeah.
Nobody. Wait, hold on. You went overboard on that one.
yeah.
So but yes, and you're a legend, obviously, in everybody's
No
minds.
legend.
So
Yeah. No legend.
The,
I mean,
the
We're building a
999
statue.
the 999
No.
got away from you once we introduced the 9
ounces of
ounces.
whiskey.
yeah, that was
exactly.
yeah, that
Like
was
if it was just the hot dogs, beers,
beer?
and innings,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
That'd
you
be
could have
cool.
done a double. You could literally done a double header.
Dude, that night I did 9 hot dogs. I ended up doing 12 millilitres because I bought that. I did 2 10% beers. And then I also finished that 375, the entire bottle of that barrel pick from Jewel of Buffalo Trace, which is more than 9 ounces of whiskey.
I'm gonna put my hand up.
Yeah.
You could bum of the week me, but I'm gonna blame StreamYard.
Mhm.
I didn't see these super chats until right now. So Gordo,
Oh.
our man, fighting. You know,
Yeah.
we're wishing him all the best. We
Yeah,
got
hell
some
yeah.
things planned for Gordo. I talked to him today. We're gonna do not a GoFundMe, a Gordo fund me. So you know he's got surgery coming up. So stop
Yeah.
super chatting us, please. We'll super chat you back in the form of GoFundMe. But we love Gordo. He was in the
Yep.
comments. He says cheers. Then Lucky Spag says saluti ragazzi. And as someone that speaks Spanish and not Italian, I don't know what that means. Johnny, tell us what that means. So,
I don't know, but I kept on seeing the comments. I think he left. He started saying a bunch of short jokes again.
I didn't honestly
Listen, he's like what, an inch taller than me, maybe. Like
he would
come on,
yeah,
bro.
those,
It's not
yeah,
like
you can't
it's
that's
not like me and Joey P, like going together and stuff like that. Dude, you're short too. Like, where are you at? Come on, show your face.
Johnny, you're like right here. I'm up here. That much of a difference. I'm right here.
A little
you guys, we're all wrestling
You're a
fans here.
tough
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys are like Enzo and Big Cass. That would be a good
Yeah.
Halloween costume for you guys.
Oh,
Speaking of Halloween costumes, I got a banger. I think I got a banger. It could be just a banger in my head, but
Are you gonna reveal it? We got the
No.
we got the famous head bum in charge Halloween party
Yeah.
coming up
Extravaganza.
soon.
Coming up.
Extravaganza.
coming up.
Yeah.
And
Look.
Julie and I have a couple's costume that I think
Oh,
is
me
gonna
and
go
Mary
over
do
pretty
too.
well. Oh, okay, okay. So we're
Yeah.
not so we're just
Oh,
teasing
yeah,
people.
no,
Is this
yeah,
a
no,
tease?
no giveaways, no
Yeah.
giveaways,
Okay,
no
yeah.
giveaways,
All right,
no
then
giveaways.
Well,
we're
I'm
just
sorry
teasing
to
people.
say that Sandy P and me also have a couple.
Oh,
That's good. I like it.
There you go.
Yeah. We went super custom, super outside of the box, but this idea came to me a long time ago. So, yeah, dude, I think we nailed it, but I'll let
All right,
the
don't
vote
give it
count.
away. But is
Yeah.
it like niche? Is it like to
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
group or
to White Sox Twitter.
Oh, okay, so like like general public wouldn't know what you are.
No, hell no.
All right, so
Wouldn't
like
it-
the general public might not know who me and Julie are.
Yeah.
But it's not like niche to White Sox Twitter. It's niche to like a specific fandom, if you will. But a lot of people will know who we are or what we are.
Okay. Yeah. It would go really well with White Sox Twitter, I think.
All right, Joey P, don't give your
I'm excited.
costume away, but let us know. What do you got? If it's Fred and Wilma Flintstone, you could give it away so people will know.
No, it's something that includes. Well, I'll just say a lot of artwork.
Oh, I think
Man,
I
I'm gonna
know.
tell
I
you.
think I
It's
know
gonna
what it.
include a lot of artwork.
I think-
Cállate.
I think I know what it is. Once he said that, I'm not gonna say it, but I think I know what it is.
All right. All right.
As an artist,
As an artist, hey, I could. Do you want me to help you with it?
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. For
Socks,
sure.
socks crave. Socks carve.
No, socks carve.
Fox carve.
Yeah,
Socks
socks
carve,
carve.
not-
I'm sorry.
Not crave. You please get it right. I mean, come on. Just
So
Be
I'm,
respectful.
you know, what, Missy's in the comments. I want to mention it. So we talked about it just for a second, but we complimented not only Missy on the 108 show, but we complimented the internet on the 108 show that did not give out or anything like that. There was one little comment during her show, and it was about Pop Crave, not Socks Crave, but Pop Crave, the original, and then Pop Bass. Now, I don't have the time to do all of that, but if I did, it would be good to add a competing element to Socks Crave. And then somebody maybe starts Socks Bass.
Okay. I dig it. I dig
I'm
it.
not saying I'm
I
going to
do
do
too.
it because I don't have time,
Oh, what do you think? I have time too?
but I'm saying someone in
You
the
think I
comments
have-
maybe,
I think I have free time.
or someone on the
Oh,
show or something else. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying it's you, Johnny.
You
Yeah,
know
you're-
who I think would thrive with that would be probably Shigerian Prince.
Ooh, yes.
So, yes, I agree with the memes and the Photoshop, but it's got to be someone like in tune with like pop culture too, because a lot of the Socks Crave stuff is like very similar to Pop Crave stuff.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Who would be? a
I'm
good
saying,
fit?
I said it. I don't have time. I don't.
You
have
did, yeah,
time.
you did say it.
Yeah,
But it's
he
a good
did.
idea.
He did.
You
See,
don't have.
see, people were like, "Oh, the whole My Sock Summer, damn Peter for his good ideas." I'm putting that out to the world. Somebody run with it.
Yeah.
Sock space.
All right.
I actually had a good photo from Missy that I took last night that I was gonna pass on to her, but maybe now I'll give it on to the rival. I don't know.
We're 20 minutes into this Dua Lipa drink, maybe a little bit more. I'm getting like a little bit of the
Oh
bubbles.
no!
Oh, no! Here we go. Here we go.
I'm gonna need
There
the
we go.
Tums real bad.
Oh,
This goddamn.
that's what I was worried
That's
about.
your
dude.
problem. That's your problem. We all talked about this pre-show, and when you were going to do this, you should have had that Tums right there, like right off the bat.
I agree.
No shame.
Oh.
No shame.
I agree.
Also-
I should have had the
Go get
thing of
Go
Tums.
get the Tums right now.
Nah, I'll be all right.
Listen, also, I don't want to punch down on you right now. I know you're bad. You're going through it. Maybe the rye wasn't a good choice. Adding more pepper.
Yeah,
know,
now you're doing a Dougie thing, like with the 99999. You
know.
only say you're going to do this Dua Lipa drink, and now you're switching things up and changing things up. Maybe you should have done that. Maybe you should have just kept it the way it
I
was.
didn't say I was gonna
that's
finish
why-
the drink. I just said I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
try it. I think
I
that's
got
it. We're done. We're
Yeah.
done with the Dua Lipa drink.
Okay, all right.
So I do have to tell you, you got to go try the fruit juice version. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, there you
Wait,
go.
but
There you go.
Julie with the
Pepmo
save.
guy.
always.
There you
I-
go.
Thank you.
Always.
I love you. This was, I mean, MVB type move.
Man, that was over the top.
But I'm not gonna poop myself. I need the heartburn stuff.
Well,
Wait, is this
I mean,
heartburn too? Heartburn, nausea, indigestion.
upset
Diarrhea.
stomach,
Diarrhea.
diarrhea.
All right, yeah, no,
yeah.
never mind. Love you. Thank you
You
so
got
much.
it all. She's covering all the bases.
She's covering, yeah, all the holes.
bases. Yes, all holes.
All the
covered.
holes covered.
I would have still took it.
Thank you. Love you.
Yeah, I would have still took it.
You know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? This Sam ass in the comments. I'm not gonna let him bully me.
Yeah, kick him out. Kick him out.
Uh-oh. No, don't chug it. No, don't chug it.
No, what are you
No,
doing? Oh, don't.
No.
Listen, don't. No, come on.
You're making things worse.
No, listen. If anybody's gonna give you peer pressure, it's gonna be me, not
That's true,
somebody,
Right.
not
Sam ass.
not Sam ass. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's. Yeah. It's terrible.
Dude. I mean, it's been almost 30 minutes since I revisited it. Still good though. It's a very good drink. Or B+.
Do you think the rye added like some more pepper to it, or not really?
No,
No.
it was all dominated by the pickle juice.
Okay, so
pickle
you're
juice
still
dominates everything.
Still pickle heavy.
Pickle and jalapeno juice.
All right. How many Peptos?
I'm down
you
with the
just pop?
jalapeno juice for
I
sure.
popped 2
for
Pepos.
sure.
That's a lot of
Peptos.
chewing, dude. It looks like you popped in like good
I
2,
feel like
3, 4.
I feel like I got a big league chew in my mouth. I'll mute myself. You guys keep.
No, you're fine. We want to listen to
You're
you chew. That's what Sam's here for.
No,
He's
I
here
think.
for the sounds.
All right, come on. Let's. We're on the trust tree over here. We're on
Yeah.
the trust tree.
We are. We are.
We're taking Tums. We're taking Pepto. I'm taking 2. I'm not going for 1. I'm usually taking 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's where. So if he's taking 2 or 5 or whatever to help him out at this point, I'm
Right.
pretty sure is no judgment here. It's a judgment-free zone.
Oh,
Yes,
he's just chewing forever.
The chews are too chewy. They're just way too chewy.
Oh, is it like Skittles?
It's
Yeah.
worse. It's like in between like
Oh, it's like
Skittles and
Butterfinger.
Sprees.
Where that shit gets in your like damn fucking teeth. Is it like?
Yeah.
This is why I can't have Butterfinger anymore. I used to
They
love
get stuck.
Actually, do they still have Butterfinger?
Butterfinger is
Yeah,
a
they got
you know what?
Butterfinger.
Halloween's coming up. We've done like the candy power ranking already, so we're not going to do that again. But we should say Butterfinger is an ass candy. It's not worth it. It's one of the worst chocolate bars you can have
It does
because
get
of what
stuck
you
in your
mentioned.
teeth, Yeah.
Well,
It gets stuck in your teeth.
I ate it because of Bart Simpson told me to eat it. So
Yes.
that's
Well,
the only
dude,
reason. A
yeah.
cartoon
Yes.
character told me
Yes.
to eat Butterfinger. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to listen to the cartoon character. This is a great idea. And I started eating it. I'm like, this is a fucking horrible idea because like the chocolate and the whatever this was it peanut butter, chocolate, peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter
chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like
It would
earwax.
just get stuck in your teeth and it can never get it out. Not even toothpicks. I don't know.
Right.
It was
No.
like cement.
Yeah.
Not even your
But
Hulk
Dougie-
Hogan toothbrush.
Not even my Hulk, not even my Thundercats. My Thundercats toothbrush, which I still have.
You still brushing your teeth with that thing?
Hell yeah, baby. Got to go with the Thundercats, baby. Got to go with the Thundercats.
Dun, dun, dun. Dougie, you had a question or thought?
Not anymore. The motherfucker still got the same toothbrush for 15 goddamn years.
15. That was we're
I'm-
damn
no,
near
that-
30 years.
Yeah.
30 years. I don't have the toothbrush.
No, I know you don't. I know you don't, dude.
But
My-
Dougie, I was going to ask.
I'm sorry. It's a He-Man one. I fucking totally fucked that
He-Man.
up.
What about your Hulk Hogan weights? Your
Hulk
your
Hogan
dumbbells?
weights. They're
Oh,
upstairs.
God.
They're upstairs in my. Well, not here, but they're upstairs in my mom's attic. I still got those. You know what? We're talking about nostalgia toys over here. I got to thank
Yes.
my boy Dougie on that happy birthday once again. That Hulkamania wrestling buddy, where he bought that for me because my family on my birthday.
Keep these things on me.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
That's
my
awesome.
my family
awesome.
on my birthday killed that Hulkamania buddy. Just like ruined it. Oh, he's got both.
Oh, you got both of them?
Yep.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah. Keep these things on me.
You know what? You're
Do you-
smart and I've
Do
never
you fight
been
with them?
I've never
dude,
been
yeah,
to
they're-
Dougie's house. I've never
They're bad.
been to Dougie's house.
Neither have I,
And
which
you're
is a problem.
smart to not invite me. Because when you do,
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna fuck that thing up like I fucked up your Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy, and
Dougie,
it'll never
do
be
me
the
a-
same
Do
again.
me a big favor. If you ever have any of us ever at your house,
Yeah.
just don't invite Peter. Bring Julie. Yeah, just bring Julie. Have everybody else, but don't bring Peter because he will mess up those wrestling buddies.
Yeah.
And then
I have a history.
20 years later, when they have eBay 2.0 or something like that, I'm gonna have to get some wrestling buddies for you. And then when we're doing this podcast 20 years later, I'm gonna say, Dougie, can you open these boxes up? Because my
Full
cousin
circle.
had to, my 40-year-old cousin had to fucking beat these things up.
If I see wrestling
circle.
buddies, I wrestle with the wrestling buddies.
So
I
you
don't-
go
I-
red.
You're
I'm
40.
sorry.
You're
I-
40 now. It's different than it was back then when I
Johnny,
was like 5 or 6 years old.
You
but
you're
you're 40.
You had
Dougie,
a Hulk
do not
Hogan
listen.
wrestling buddy when we were
Don't
6
listen.
years old. Your parents' house had a radiator, and I jumped off that thing like the Macho Man Randy Savage, and I fucking elbow dropped Hulk Hogan's nose so bad. Oh yeah, it'll never be the same again, brother.
Obviously, he was he must have been drinking at that age because there was no radiators in my parents' house.
It was something. It was a ledge. It was a radiator. It was a bench. I jumped off of something.
Whatever that contraption that you drank, both of them, that
Macho
flaming
Man
mold,
style.
that flaming mold that you drank,
Flaming
now
Mo.
has hallucinated you to something where you have no idea what you're talking about anymore.
Can I say that is one of the most aggravating things that I've ever seen? Like, I think it was a pop-up Simpsons bar, and there was a Flaming Mo, non-alcoholic.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a problem.
it was a mocktail. Like, come on now, like you gotta go all out.
Oh, so they didn't do the flaming mo. There was no flame.
No, there was no flame. It was
Flameless.
just
It was just a mo.
it was just a mo.
so
It was just a
it's
mo.
Nah, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah, no,
Got-
you can't.
got
do that. You gotta
canceled.
go all out. Yeah.
All right, boys. Anybody else got anything before we sign off?
This was a happy hour and a half of
Happy
stuff
hour and a
with-
half. Yeah, almost
Well,
two. Yeah.
In all fairness, we had 30 minutes of anger, so we had to
Yeah.
We had to
Now we're-
balance it.
Yeah, we had to
Full
allocate it
circle.
to. Yeah, we had to
Full
allocate it
circle.
to.
I like that.
Yeah.
Johnny got so angry, the frosty mug just melted. It was
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
like,
it's just a
instantly.
mug now.
yeah,
It's
now
not
just
frosty
a mug.
anymore.
You're
It's just a mug.
Yeah.
It's not frosty, yeah, but
Yeah.
I got a couple cold ones. So.
It's like
All
this
right,
one.
boys.
There you go.
Before we let you go, we got a couple housekeeping things to do. This Monday on the Bumcast, I think we're all really excited about this.
Oh, I am.
We got Joshua Kuznick, former MLB agent, now turned comic. If you guys are on TikTok at all, you've seen him rant and rave about all kinds of things, specifically Jerry Reinsdorf. But he, as a MLB agent, he has stories about all of his time in the MLB, and he agreed to come on to our show. And what's crazy is, like, I feel like he's just blowing up now. He talked about having 7 million views in the last week, and this is the first podcast he's doing since he turned into this version of Joshua Kuznick. So we're really excited about it. We're going to talk a lot of White Sox. We're going to talk a lot of Jerry Reinsdorf. We're going to talk a lot about behind the scenes stuff. And I think it's going to be fun. So Monday night, 8 p.m. on this very YouTube channel. It's us, the Bums, and Joshua Kuznick. It's going to be a good time. And then next week on Friday, the Beautiful and the Damned Whiskey House, up and coming whiskey house based right here. The owner is from Chicago, Illinois, is going to do a whiskey tasting at Green Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook, Illinois. The Bums will be there. It's October 25th, 5:30 p.m. And I'm really excited about it because this is one of these companies that they're doing all of their. I'll put it out there. They're sourcing from MGP. And as if you guys know, like, I'm a huge MGP fan, and they got some really good barrels from MGP. So I'm really excited about it. We're going to talk to the owner. He'll lead the tasting. We'll be there for a while, and it'll be a good time. So if you can make it on Friday to Green Valley Wine and Spirits, we'll see you there. And then other than that, anybody else got anything else to say? What are you guys doing this weekend? Parties? There's no Bears game. Pumpkin patch? What? Anybody doing anything?
I'm going to Pumpkin Patch tomorrow in the morning.
Oh, yeah? You're pumpkin patching?
Taking Avery to the Pumpkin Patch, taking my
Hell
daughter. So I'm excited
Yes.
for that, doing a little Pumpkin Patch stuff. So, and then I'm going to a haunted house. I've never been to a haunted house before.
Oh, Jesus.
Like a real haunted house. So
Love it.
I don't know if Missy told me not to punch any of these
No,
monsters.
dude, this is the worst
Or
idea
everything.
ever. I hope you punch somebody. They deserve it.
No, I
Yeah, they
mean,
do.
I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep it level-headed. I'm gonna be good. I'll report back.
Yeah.
But I'll be a good boy.
If
I'll
you
be a good
got you got my number on speed dial, I'll bail you out. Those clowns, those guys, they deserve it. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Dougie, Joey, what do you guys got going on?
Me and Joey got a game tomorrow night. We're going
We got
back to the
Hawks game
Hawks
tomorrow night.
There you go.
Running it back?
Running
Yeah.
it right
Running
back.
it back,
Yeah.
baby.
Bring the
Yeah.
signs back?
Yeah. Maybe.
You know what,
Depends on who's
Dougie?
listening.
You know what, Dougie?
Don't want to give
can't-
anything away.
Yeah, no, you.
Can contribute in this way. I think we all our expectations about this bull season. He is that big of a difference maker, potentially, even at 15, 20 minutes a night. And don't tell him he's going to be at 15 minutes a night. He wants more.
He's that much of a
They probably have your face now somewhere where, like, if this guy comes out again, tackle him. Tackle him.
Maybe I'd like to see him try.
You can't do it back-to-back incidents. You got to keep it. I'm telling you.
You're right. But I'm not there for the Bulls game tonight, so it's not back-to-back.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I think we just lost Joey. The Telemundo internet got to him. So I'm going to end the show now. Thank you guys for watching. Joey, we love you. Dougie, Johnny, we love you as well. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Aaron. Thanks to everyone in the comments. Gordo, we're pulling for you. We got the Gordo Fund Me coming soon. I'm working on the flyer now. We're going to post it. I'll post it on all of the socials and everything else. And then, Monday night, the Bumcast. It's going to be a fun one. We'll see you then. Thank you, everybody. Cheers.